If you overheard a conversation on a bus, do you think you could tell from the words that were used and the topics discussed the personality of the people who were chatting? What about if I showed you a short story? Could you glean something about the character of the author from their language? We are often reminded, choose your words carefully. Well, it turns out the words themselves may reveal far more than what we are actually trying to say. There's mounting evidence that our personality is written, quite literally, in the language that we use. From the tweets we send to our choice of email address, not all findings are particularly surprising. Those who score highly on extroversion really are a lot louder and chattier than their more introverted peers. They also tend to speak more quickly. Female extroverts, but not males, are more likely to have group chats, while introvert men, but not women, spend more time talking to themselves. But introverts and extroverts also use language very differently. A few years ago, a group of researchers led by Camille Boekboom at VU University, Amsterdam, asked a group of 40 volunteers to look at photos of different social situations and describe out loud what was going on. They found that extroverts' language tended to be more abstract and loose, while introverts spoke in more concrete terms. In other words, introverts tend to be a lot more specific. Extroverts say, "This article is excellent." Introverts say, "This article is very informative." In line with this, other research has found that introverts tend to use more articles, the A, which by definition, refer to individual objects or events. They also tend to be more cautious in their language, that is, they use more hedging, perhaps, maybe, and more quantifiable terms, such as referring to specific numbers. Extroverts say, "Let's get some food." Introverts say, "Perhaps we could go for a sandwich." All of this makes psychological sense. Most extroverts enjoy the fast life, being more likely to drink, sleep around and take risks than introverts every time they open their mouths. 2. Extroverts are prepared to take greater risks with the accuracy, spontaneity and reach of what they say. The links between personality and language also extend to the written word. When Jacob Hirsch and Jordan Peterson from the University of Toronto asked students to write about past experiences and future goals, they found that those who scored higher in extroversion tended to make more mention of words pertaining to relationships, which makes sense, the researchers said, as extroverts are active social explorers. But it's not just about extroversion versus introversion. Their language also revealed other aspects of their personalities, including how open-minded they were. The liberal used more words pertaining to the senses, how neurotic, the highly strung referred more often to emotional angst, and how conscientious, more diligent students used more achievement and work-related words. The neurotic say, "I carry around a monstrous sadness." The open-minded say, "You just need to be here." The conscientious say, "We can work on it." Personality also shines through in creative writing. In 2010, a team of German psychologists gave over 100 student participants 5 words as prompts: plane crash, parlor maid, fireworks, Middle Ages, and supermarket, and then asked them to write a short story that included each of these words. This time more open-minded participants produced more creative stories, while more agreeable participants wrote stories with a more pro-social vibe. What's more, when a separate group of participants were shown the stories and asked to judge the traits of the authors, they did a pretty good job, at least for the traits of